What's up, YouTube? My name is Taj. Welcome to my channel. Today's review is going to be on a foundation. Super excited to share this with you, so let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so we're talking the new Morphe Hint Skin Tint Foundation. It's kind of like a foundation and BB cream in one is kind of what it sounds like when you hear the name, but that's actually not what it is. It's just a lightweight foundation. I'm really excited to share my thoughts with you guys because I actually really do like this foundation. What's up, ladies? I am excited to do a demo for you guys. This is my first video of this type, so if you like these types of videos where you can actually see me apply the product, let me know. Thumbs the video up. We are going to be reviewing the new Morphe skin tint. This is the Hint Skin Tint, and I have this shade Hint of Honey. Looks like this. Packaging. It's a glass bottle, so let's just go ahead and I'm gonna jump into the demo and save all the specifics for the actual review. I have already primed my skin. I already have my skincare on, and I have on the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer, so looks very good. Skin feels great, and let's just go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna be using one of my new beauty sponges from Luxie, and isn't this the most beautiful shade of, what is this, you know, periwinkle? Isn't it pretty? I'm so pumped. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Let me give this a good shake. Okay, because this is, let's see, a sheer to medium coverage foundation. It does tell you to shake well, so we just gave it a good shake, and I'm just gonna put about that much, which is pretty much almost the whole pump on the back of my hand. You can see that's pretty runny. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna roll my sponge or my beauty blender into this. I do this quite often. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at a mirror. If you see me look this way, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. We are in my master bedroom closet. And I'm just gonna, you're seeing how I apply product. I usually start right in the center here, right on the cheek area, and just blend it out. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit more here. So that's pretty much all of the product now on the sponge, and we'll just continue to press it into the skin. Don't forget around that nose area. It is a very lightweight and sheer product, I can tell already. And that, like I said, was pretty much a whole pump. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit more. It's about less than a half, but and I'm just gonna take my finger and dab it on my forehead. I don't like a lot of product on my face, especially if I'm gonna conceal, which I will be. But this is a sheerer product, so I'm gonna use a little bit more than I probably want to, just to make sure. So 3 dots basically on the forehead. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the product just to get rid of the rest of it, and just kind of hit like under the chin, just to make sure we have enough to apply. And I'm gonna use my sponge and just get rid of the rest of that off the back of my hand. And let's apply, ladies. Let's apply it. And now I'm really just concentrating on lightly pressing it into my skin. And I'm not putting, like, the first time I was really working it in, like pressing it in hard. Not hard, but, you know, with medium tension, if you will. And this time I'm doing less of that, especially on the cheek area, because I want to make sure the coverage is maintained there. And I don't want it to sheer out. This product is definitely one that could sheer out. But as you see, it does give pretty good coverage. Like, I'm impressed so far. This looks beautiful. I don't usually put mascara foundation underneath my eye. I just wait to conceal to do that. And so again, as we get around the cheek area, I'm going very lightly to not disrupt the foundation. And since the cheek area is where I need most of my coverage, I don't want to lose that there. And guys, I don't know what you think, but I think that looks pretty good. And so I'm just going to get down here, the chin area. Underneath, you don't want any harsh lines of demarcation. Make sure you get that. And I'm just going to take it down about right here. Make sure you get over here. I don't do my ears. I just don't think that that's necessary for me. You can. If I were going to to a gala and I was doing like a serious full-on beat, or some type of formal event where I want, and I'm going to wear my hair up, then I might do it. Otherwise, no. So again, just going over things, and everything looks really good, guys. So beautiful and very natural. So let's just go ahead and conceal. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and I will see you guys in the final review. Okay, guys, so I just finished my makeup. This is what it looks like directly after highlight, foundation, powder foundation, setting powder, all that stuff, concealer and everything. No eyes today, just super basic, allowing my skin to heal. I have one of those little episodes that I have every so often when it rains. The mold causes me to have some type of awful allergic reaction. It's kind of like poison ivy, but my skin is healing. Under eyes too, so I didn't do a lot of concealer, but I needed to conceal because they were very red and pink. But I'm just letting my eyelids heal. So that'll take about another 2 days to fully heal. But nonetheless, look at my face. I'm gonna get close so you can see it. You can still see a little bit of hyperpigmentation coming through there. Some imperfections are definitely showing through here and there. Like right here, I have a little, like a dark spot that hasn't yet lightened up enough from when I was healing up another blemish. And then, but over here where I have less blemishes and like acne scarring, looks really good and smooth. My pores are smoother over here than they are over here, so you can see that. But outside of that, I think everything looks really good. The match is pretty darn awesome, so I like it. Let's see what this looks like by the end of the day. I'll do a check-in or two before my final wrap-up and thoughts. And I'll see y'all back in a couple hours. Bye. All right, y'all. So here we are, natural light. I'm in the car. Again, pretty good match. So this has been on for about an hour. So around 10 a.m. is when I put it on. Yeah, it's 11:32 now, so an hour and a half. Looking good. I'll check back soon. All right, guys, it's 2:25, so I'm doing a quick check-in. You can see some natural oils have definitely come through. It's not even super hot today, but I'm outside. Normally I would be inside, so I'm gonna have some different wear. I did have on a mask for a little bit, so got a little wear around this area here. A little bit of wear more around the nose than anything. And I'm gonna be out for a few more hours, and I'm gonna have on my mask, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch up just around my nose and right here above my lip. And we'll do the final check-in when I do my actual update and review. So this will probably be it until then. So I'll see y'all. So really quickly, just for continuity, this is what the product looks like on the outside. It is a cardboard box, and it has kind of what your complexion would look like up top here. Other than that, it's just real sleek packaging. It has a 2 and the Morphe logo on there. It's really cute. I think they did a good job. It's not a package that's gonna last very long as it is cardboard, but most people don't keep their the outside of foundation packaging anyway. It says drop a tint. Keep it light and easy with this fluid tint that melts into skin while providing a naturally radiant finish. And I don't know if you can tell, but my skin looks super radiant today. Now I did put on a highlighter under this, what is called a highlighter serum, and I love the combination even more so. And this is my second time wearing this foundation. I actually wore it over my birthday weekend. Loved it also. But before I get into all of that, let's just go ahead and jump into Morphe's claims about the foundation and all of the specifics that you came for. So I got mine in the shade Hint of Honey. It is a medium tan with neutral golden undertones. That's usually pretty spot on for me. So that's kind of usually like what I look for in description. I look for the words golden, I look for the words neutral, and in the undertones, and that usually will fit for me. So this is actually a really good skin match for me, and I'll get closer so you guys can see it. But I think I did a pretty good job of matching myself. Next, let's see, what does Morphe say? This is a $17 foundation. So not terribly priced, but a little bit higher on, a little bit higher priced as far as drugstore is concerned. You can still get like L'Oreal and all those other brands for a little bit less. L'Oreal has gone up quite a bit too, CoverGirl, and some of those brands are always on sale. I don't want to say always, but they're on sale quite a bit. So at least every 6 weeks you might find the brand on sale in some fashion or form, whether it's palettes or lip products or just complexion products as a whole. So I say if you want to try it, but you're not trying to spend $17 and just hold on, you should be able to get it on a discount. Also, if you buy it from Ulta, you can use the $3.50 coupon that they often have for their non-premier side products, so just drugstore type stuff. So as I mentioned earlier, it says it's a light and easy foundation, but still long wearing. It says it is meant to hydrate, it is meant to be buildable, sheer to medium coverage. These sheer flexible shades are formulated with predominantly neutral undertones, so each shade can stretch across slightly different skin tones and depth. The entire shade lineup was developed to work for a wide range that spans light, medium, tan, rich, and deep. The naturally radiant finish lets your skin shine through while also smoothing and blurring imperfections. You'll be looking fresh-faced with just a few drops. It says it will last up to 16 hours. It's water resistant, sweat resistant, and transfer resistant. Hydrates skin for up to 12 hours, seals in your moisture, and nourishes dry skin. It is non-comedogenic and vegan. So I have on a hat today because I need to wash my hair, but I'm gonna pull my hat back, okay? So I have had this on for almost 11 and a half hours. I had it on for a long day, and I think it looks really good. Like I said, I did put on a serum, a highlight serum underneath, so I'm getting a little bit more shine and glow and gloss than I did when I wore this originally, and I will have clips of that in this video as well. I wore a mask the first time that I wore this, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it was gorgeous. I wore the mask all day because I went to the mall and I double masked, so I had on like the medical mask, and then I wore my Sephora mask that has the silk lining on it, and I had I had barely any transfer. I'm not gonna say no transfer, but most of the stuff that showed up on my mask was from my lip product, which was, I had a lip balm underneath that had a little bit of color to it, and it just rubbed off onto the mask. Now, other than that, there was barely any foundation on my skin. That day I had on a primer like I always do. I applied this the way I apply all my foundations. I always wear a primer, and I usually go for something dewy. In this case, I wore the Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I also wore that today, and I wore that the last time I wore it. And then like I said, I have the highlighter serum under it. That's really where this glow is coming from. So here goes what the skin looks like up close and personal. As you can see, it's a really good match. Not bad. And I'm sweating because I was cleaning up before I got on camera, so I'm a little bit more glossy than I normally would be, even with this glow going. But I love the way my skin looks. My smile lines have a little bit of separation going on right here. I see a little bit of separation. No separation here under the chin or above the lip, which is where I usually have a lot. Let's see. A tad bit around the nose, just a tad. I didn't conceal around the nose today. If I had, I probably wouldn't see that. But other than that, as you can see, my blush, highlighter, and bronzer are all intact. And my skin just looks really natural to me. I feel like this is a foundation that the claims are legit. It really does what it says it's gonna do. It is sheer. I feel like I can see, like the first day I wore it, you could see my imperfections peeking through because I used a very light concealer. Today I used more of a medium coverage concealer. I used my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. The last one that I used, or the first time I used it, the concealer was from Alluring. It's real light, very sheer concealer, so it's not covering a whole lot. And this isn't covering a whole lot. You'll see in the demo that I do for this one that it does leave some imperfections, but you can build it up. So today I had a lot less imperfections peeking through because I built it up. I always apply my foundation with the beauty sponge. It's just my preferred method. I know a lot of folks will do one side with the brush, one side with the beauty blender. That's not how I apply foundation, so I'm gonna be true to how I would apply makeup, and that's what I do. I just love the way it looks. I feel like it adheres to the skin better. It looks more natural. It shears the product out in the places that needs to be, and then I can build up in the places where I need to have it built up. Either way, this is a very, very fluid foundation. It allows for so much flexibility. Whether you want full coverage, I think you could get full coverage out of this because you could just keep building it up, and I don't feel like it would get cakey or funky looking, as to where a lot of foundations, if you do try to build it up, you might be in trouble. So like my Armani Luminous foundation, which I will be reviewing, if I try to build that up, it's going to look like I have a literal bit of cake batter on my face. So this is not that type of a foundation. I feel like this is a very beginner friendly foundation. So for someone who might want to dip into liquid foundations, you may not want to spend the money, or you're just not really sure where to go and what to do or what to buy, I'd highly suggest this one. This is really good. Like I said, medium, it says light to medium coverage, check. Sheer, check. Buildable, check. Lasts up to 16 hours, check. I wore this thing for 16 hours the last time, and like I told you guys, I've had it on since 8:30 this morning. It's about at least 6:30 at this point. So it has really, really good wearability and longevity. The water resistant, I would say check. Sweat resistant, I would say yes, because I was sweating that day. It was almost 100 degrees here in Texas the first day I wore it. I was out and about. I had on my mask. I was sweating, and my makeup was looking amazing. When I took my mask off after getting home, after being out all day long running around, I had no desire to just even touch up. Like how you have that little ring around here from the mask, I had a slight indentation from just the pressure of the mask, but it didn't disrupt the foundation at all. If anything, the only thing that was missing was my bronzer and blush. That had rubbed off more than the foundation. The foundation was intact. Transfer resistant is the only one claim that I can't say a check on, just because I haven't tried to transfer it onto anything intentionally. Now I did, like I said, wear a mask and it was touching my face and it didn't transfer. So not in a large amount. Like, and I did set it. I always set my foundation with powder. So it, you know, if you are setting it with a powder, you're gonna have less of that transfer taking place. So I don't want to say that it's transfer resistant, because I don't think anything is truly transfer resistant, especially not when it's a liquid form. Even if it dries down to a powder finish or you set it, if I rub hard enough, this is gonna come off, right? So that is the only claim that I might just kind of go to, but for the rest of it, yes. Hydrate skin for up to 12 hours. My skin did feel hydrated. It felt hydrated on the first day one when I used it the first time. It felt hydrated today. I do have on, like I said, a highlighter serum, but the first day, you guys will see the clip from my check-in and wear test, I had on nothing as far as glowing products except for powder highlighter, and nothing under the skin. I really wanted to use the highlighter serum because I wanted to see how far you could push this product. And if you want to give this a shot, give it a shot. Try to use the coupon, buy it from Ulta so you can use the $3. If you've given this a shot, I want to hear about it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will check y'all in the next one. Peace.